Or for my movie be our World TV Sunday. Na you call All African Games 4x100 meters. A memana femono na Nigeria etimi ajigo de fi ensem. I am ya Zamatin squad pa mentimi and defend the good pa for my but all the same as a Martin Momo ya there or shake up now mode every na microsecond a chin crowd on the oh a to pair it come your least mistake and carry the farm con by Nigeria for my idea. In fact, we share athletics now on my idea papa or my more goals, more medals or my medals 100 meters and Mujifi as a Martin and then so 4x100 or magic a man there or massage. Oh, in fact, Nigeria idea. My idea too much or athletics no no all African games no coach a bra Nigeria issue good no edifi Ghana and some very little just very little now change of baton me nim some Ghana for no one chromo use is saying and I say ya na man yeah or the changing of baton a mechanic Ghana for no call, but some more sa baton no diamo before front. O ja ban and say you was about say that the equita mono, o ja man the next person or the berano. A whole issue. We wish the air it was the second year. A why kete to say, or done the man on no cake no moves on Beno.
It's not about what you've done before. Ghana may hold a game's record, but the Nigerians mean business. And just to remind you again, the backstory to this unfinished business and unsettled issues between Ghana and Nigeria in 2003 when Nigeria hosted the All-African Games in Abuja. A crack team which was anchored by the current Nigeria coach Deji Aliu and which was expected to win the 4x100 medal was upstaged by a Ghanaian team that was anchored by Leo Miles Mills. And Nigerians have never forgiven Ghana. They have waited for 20 years, actually 21 years to be precise. And here in Accra, the Nigerians will relish the chance to win the double. Here, not just that, but to rain on Ghana's parade. Here.
And exact a painful revenge.
Absolutely, and they would really enjoy that. And I can't wait for the interviews at the mixed zones and in the press conferences. But there are other contenders. We saw the Nigerians running very strongly. We saw Botswana running very strongly. So this is by no means a Ghana versus Nigeria race. Zimbabwe will fancy having a look in.
And again, look at that ankle leg for both Ghana and Nigeria. The ankle leg is absolutely packed because Liberia have got Joseph Fambule, Ghana have got Joseph Bolamwa, and Nigeria have got the individual silver medalist Ishiriki Oshorishe. And then Gambia have got Ibrahima Kamara as well. So that is a phenomenal ankle leg awaiting everyone.
Unfortunately, the Cameroonians will look on with regret. They missed this final by 300th of a second, picked to a place in the final by Kenya, who finished in fact 9.93 seconds. So here we are. This is what the crowd came here for. This is the climax of the day's event. The men's 4x100.
Absolutely. Watch out for Liberia as well, because they've got Emmanuel Matadi, a consistent presence on the African sprinting scene. So with him and Fambule in the same team, you're looking at potential medalists as well for Liberia. They're in lane 5. That is Edwin Gadai for Ghana. He's starting. This is the ankle leg. Ibrahima Ishorishe, Kamara, Joseph Paul Amoa.
And Matadi is vastly experienced.
Indeed.
So don't count the Liberians out yet. There could be 2 medals for them in the 4x100 meter relay after the women snatched the silver medal in the women's event. Nerves must be jangling.
The African record is held by South Africa. They set a record in 2014 the Khalifa International Stadium in a time of 37.65 seconds. However,
final of the men's 4x100 meter relay. This is the final event of today.
We set a record in a time of 38.30 seconds.
As we get ready to
you have a record on your mic? Just how fast can they run tonight?
I think generally on the track, especially the shorter events, the times have not looked great. So certainly I'm not expecting the game's record to go down. That's for sure, because that was incredibly fast. Every single one of these athletes, especially the Ghanaian quartet that set that record, was running faster then than they are doing now. But again, relay is not just about having the fastest athletes. It's about getting the baton across as smoothly as possible, because a smooth baton change could save you crucial milliseconds.
It is about the technique. It doesn't matter how fast the individual is, it is about the technique. And any hiccup could cost you precious few microseconds and probably cost you the medal in the end.
The bend is one of the trickier.
Enjoying the antics.
One of the trickier legs to run, but they're going on their marks now.
And here they are, is the men's 4x100 meters. Kenya, Zambia, Nigeria, Gambia, Liberia, Ghana, and Botswana. With Zimbabwe completing the lineup.
On the
What a race
lane.
we have in prospect.
Wait for the gun to go. The final of the men's 4x100 meter relay. And off they go, there's no turning back now. The final of the men's 4x100 meter relay. The Nigerians are going very strongly. Edwin Gadai is already being caught, but on their back straight for Ghana is Benjamin Azamati. But Nigerians, Okon is also running really well. Look at Botswana, 2, very well run. Solomon Hammond is being handed over by Benjamin Azamati. Hammond is going up against Alaba Olokule of Nigeria. This is it now, the anchor light. It's Shorishi. Oh, the Ghanaians have, it looked like they were dropping the baton, but they did it. It's Shorishi against Joseph Polamo. It's a race for 1 and 2. Ghana, Nigeria. Nigeria have got it just on the line. They have exacted revenge on the Ghanaians. And the gold medal will go to Nigeria. It's a sweet, sweet, sweet revenge for Nigeria. On home soil, they have shocked the Ghanaians. Ghana will have to settle for silver, but there's a bit of controversy. Wait for it. What's happening?
Well, the Nigerians have it. The Nigerians have it. The Nigerians have it. It was a barnstorming run from JP. However, there was a lapse in the change here. And for a moment, JP hesitated, and that cost him a few seconds. Ichiriki with an almost perfect handover. But watch John Paul from Ghana try to complete and try to close the gap. He almost overwhelmed him at the line, and it was not enough. By microseconds, and by milliseconds, I should say, the Nigerians have it. And just look at Ichiriki, focused, moving towards the line. He saw the Ghanaian at the corner of his eye, but he just focused on his race with every sinew of energy that he had within him. He dipped towards the line.
And he fell.
And he fell in the process.
He had to
That's
dip.
just how determined he was.
He had to dip.
And at the finish of the race, he wasn't even sure whether he had done enough to win it because of the sheer acceleration that the Ghanaian came into the
Nigeria finally have their revenge.
A sweet revenge.
Ghana got the gold in this event in 2003 in front of Nigerian fans in Abuja in 2003, and the Nigerians have done exactly the same thing.
They returned the favor, and they would celebrate. You can see how much it means to them. You can see how much it means to them, and the chairman of the Athletics Association here in Ghana would try to console the Ghanaians. There was a lot of hype around this. The Ghanaians wanted this badly, but the Nigerians have decided to poke the
Again,
party.
it's a national record run for Liberia to claim an impressive bronze in 38.73 seconds. The national record, 2 national records, Gambia as well, 39.24 seconds, only good enough to finish 5th. But look at that, 38.41, 38.43.
I can't wait to see that race played over again. And again, it's the margins. The margins are fine. We spoke about the smoothness of the technique, and the handover for Ghana was not the best.
Well, they've got a silver medal. That's 2 medals for Ghana on the track today.
A bronze in the women's 4x100 and a silver in the men's 4. And you know, hesitation can cost you. And they'll look back, perhaps rue that opportunity, but they'll also relish the fact that they won a medal. losing a medal, losing a gold medal it's not always painful, but when it's to Nigeria, that is quite painful. But congratulations to the Nigerians, and that's Harry Edumfum, who is the sprint coach for the Ghana team.
Well, Nigeria are the African Games champion.
This is a special one for the Nigerians. They wanted this, and their coach, Deji Aliu.
Incredible sprinting. It's Richard, the individual silver medalist. He had to put every fiber of skin and muscle into that race.
That video of him finishing that race is one for the highlight reels. Eyes bulging in his stride. You know,
he was the same athlete Joseph Paul Amwa caught and beat in 2019. He ran the ankle leg at that time, so he knew the sort of challenge that awaited him. But here are your medalists for the men's 4x1. Nigeria gold, Ghana silver, Liberia an impressive bronze.
And the Nigerian fans and the Nigerian athletes are loving this.
They are absolutely
loving this.
Well, why not? They have come to Ghana and they have pooped on their party. The Ghanaians thought they had this in the bag. This was the one event they were confident they would win. As wanting to lose for Ghanaians is another to lose to Nigeria. But those 8 that made the final there are on the road, on the plane to Paris. Now the world champions, the world relays are going to be held in the Bahamas in May this year. Those that make the final, the 8 teams that make the final, would also get 8 automatic tickets to the Paris Olympic Games to make 16 teams with 8 teams remaining, and those 8 teams will come to the ranking.
So cue the race to qualify for the relays, and it's one of the, it will be an objective for all the African teams. The Liberians will want in on the Ghanaians will want in on that, the Nigerians will want in on that. Brilliant running, and that's definitely the next step to take, qualifying in the races, and I'm hoping that the African countries will be able to provide the resources that the athletes need, not just to qualify, but to train together in the run-up to the relay championships.
And that's Manuel Matadi.
He's been there and thereabouts, and a familiar face on the international circuit, and he did his bit in ensuring that Liberia finishes. And that man, Fambula, with the ankle leg to ensure that Liberia were firmly.
His sister is actually at these games fighting as a boxer.
Interesting.
In the 60 kg category.
Family of sports people then.
Very American, born and raised.
Familiar face in the NCAA championships in the United States of America.
I think he's a 2-time All-American. It's special. His event is actually the 200 meters.
That's his specialty. So we'll see him back on the track for that 200 meters. For sure, champions.
Team Ghana.
So that's the silver medalist, Team Ghana. The quartet of Edwin Gadai, Joseph Paul Amoa, the ankle leg. Solomon Hammond is new to this team. Asamati is an old fox in this Ghana team. So they have been relegated from their gold medal win from Rabat in 2019, and you have to say we kind of predicted that this would happen, didn't we? Or more like premonition, more like a warning that it's not how fast you run. And yes, Joe Paul ran really fast in that ankle leg, but it's about how smoothly you can get the baton across. And we spoke about this immensely, repeatedly before that final.
And it happened. Yeah, in the end, that's what happened. But credit to him, he still managed to run the race of his life. Unfortunately, Ishiriki was in no mood to relinquish a lead for the second straight African game, and he held on. And look at the smile on his face.
Chikiri, he's a one lucky chap. Because you know what, like the cliche in some of these things, and I really don't like going there. They always say 10 more meters and Joe Paul would have caught him. But it's 100. We can't make it 110.
We ran out of running space and track.
Exactly. I've seen many track fans make that comment every time a race is closed. They say 10 more meters and they would have caught him.
It's 100 meters.
There you go.
It's not 110 meters.
It's not.
If you want 10 more meters, you run in the 110 hurdles.
So congratulations to Nigeria. A brilliant gold medal. They finally got their revenge on the Ghanaians in Ghana. There's been more. Even that's what makes it 10 times sweeter. Congratulations to Nigeria. Arise, all compatriots. Nigeria's call obeys that national anthem. Of course, composed by Pa or DSA, which was adapted back in 1978. It's a national anthem we've heard a lot of times on the continent and even on the global stage. Nigeria always representing the continent and always making Africa proud. They have come here and they have made their own country proud, snatching the gold from right under the noses of their West African rivals. And it's a sweet victory for Nigeria.
So today we have heard the Nigerian anthem 3 times.
Nigeria, Ghana, debate you know more pimps some say my we do no go give them and you know more resa the show baby aso bombo ndo maboye na we dey show baby e bebo mo eti ebusa kakra e fa 4 by 100 meter mema no ekoye no eno no amo amati amo ye bo mabaso omayade alosa matino omayade ye bo mabaso at least omaji silver e dey amagana etino kakra e ho no endo aso Rose J Rose amonima Rose amonima ye bo awon so eje gold ewo high jump yes waje gold high jump mo edema Ghana etino ye kwa enim kakra gold ne kwa asa nya 10 gold etino ekọ enim sakaka ye bo mpai se ye beje ye soka no so mema ne de ne ma ne de ni nyina na achese hu se at least enoma ekoyi ede ama ye oman koko Ghana all African games are also ewa Accra no we the 13th edition etino ye better say ebia won subscribe my channel ye better subscribe send e bia de bibia to mo pe won sa betimi aka ne jampa so na uwia wo de bell na kan ene na benya notification no wo hu na wa like video na mai yes ro like mai wate na fe wo ja comment or comment section na mo e de amai kama kramba na wa share so de akọ all social media yen share mai na fofo na obi ehu kwan a azamati no mafa so na omate Ghana nim even though manya good na mai de but omate Ghana nim omaya de ye panti no ye momo abaso na yen share video no ko all social media platforms so emfa emma body tv nyakopon ko so anka ye ho all African games yen wie ye wo chena ye besan ato so